How are you all doing this morning? I'm going with it's Wednesday. Anybody else feel like it might be Wednesday? I'm so confused. I don't know why. It's not a difficult concept, is it, days of the week? And yet some weeks, I keep thinking it's Thursday, and it's really not, because we don't do a show on a Thursday. However, there it is. So good morning, how are you? I hope you're well, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Let's try and make it a little bit more fabulous for you with some gorgeous, gorgeous makes, beautiful fabrics, incredible bundles today. We're going to have a little bit of fun with a little something like this. How much fun is that? It's like an endless case, isn't it? But it's not. I call it the spiral case. You can put whatever you like in it. I might put, well, I mean, pens are always the one in our house. So my daughter's just been diagnosed with being dyslexic, but she loves to draw and always has a pen in her hand. So I'm going to make her one of these, and then she can put, we've just started her doing calligraphy. She loves it. And I've bought her calligraphy pens, so I'm going to make her one of these for her calligraphy pens. My son, because you can't do one without the other, can you? He loves to draw sort of scenic things with rolling hills. But anyway, so he had some special pens. It's not that we're a stationary family, you understand, at all. But he's got his special pens. So I might give him this one, and we're all good. So what are we making? Obviously this. We have got kits for you. Now the kits are just a wee bit special because they're huge. The value in these is immense. So you're going to get a 1/2 metre of plain, a 1/2 metre of designer. Non-directional is what we've gone for these, really. Ones that it doesn't matter, it's going to look great spiraled. Like the checkerboard looks amazing spiraled. It really does. So we're going to look at that. And so then we've put together, because obviously you need binding and you need zip. So, are you ready for this? These kits today, and I've only got 4 of each colourway, have got 4.5 metres of zip. 4.5 metres of zip. Just going to say that. And 8 metres of pre-made binding. So you're going to be able to make about 7 of these out of your kit, which is just phenomenal, and have fabric left over. They're not fabric heavy. Or maybe you're going to want to do some of our other makes that need zips and binding and things like that. You know, cases, the box cases, you often bind the inside edges of those, things like that. Perfect for that. Then you've got the zip, you've got the binding, you are all good to go. But what we've looked at very carefully with these is having that contrast. So you've got the contrast of the binding and then the contrast of the zip, which I think is really good fun. Which then got me looking at what other bindings we've got. So on my demo today, thinking, you have that internal monologue. Like, why do I not just make life easy? But no. Because obviously I walked past the box with the crochet edged binding, and I was like, well, would that work? Could that be that could be a thing. So live on air, I'm going to see if I can use crochet edged binding instead of normal binding, in which case I've just asked Gemma if she can put a bit of an amazing deal on what we have left of these. We've got like rolls of 25 metres, but I think that will look amazing if I can pull it off. Do you want to have a look at these kits before I... This is what it's like around here. I just bimble about going, could we do this? What if we do that? By the way, our quilters wash away tape has been out of stock. We've been waiting. It's been a bit delayed getting into us. I don't know if there's a shipping thing happening, because there seems to be quite a lot of delays with various things, not just for us, but for suppliers as well, because I import a lot of stuff for us here. But also, a lot of our suppliers said that stuff would be in the beginning of January, and they're now saying end of Feb, which is very annoying. So, don't know. If anybody knows of something weird and wonderful that's going on, let me know. Oh. So I was just saying to Jane before we came to air as well that these duos would also be incredible because they're non-directional, but they would also, I've got a handful left of these. They're Art Gallery fabric ones. I'm so in love with these two. And this is really gorgeous, but I think it's for this, it's this geometric, oofed. Just love it. That's a technical term. Geometric oofed. Right, as we start to have a look at these kits, Gemma's just messaged me. What does she want? Crochet edge bias binding, recommended retail price for 25 metres is $44.95. We had them loaded at $19.99. That's only on the full rolls. Right, okay. Have a look at these, shall we? It doesn't often happen where I go, no, take it lower. How amazing are these going to be? Spiraled around. They're going to be incredible. So you get 4 different zip pulls, 2 coloured and 2 either gold or silver. This is your 4.5 meters of zip pull. So I've pulled a lot of time and effort went into finding the colours that were going to work here. This is a really fine binding. It's 1/4 of an inch on the side, so it's inch wide in total, but that's 1/2 inch finished. So that's going to edge. So you're going to have that orange and the red together, which will then, so instead of it being black and green, it'll be orange and red going round, because you've got, and so we've picked out the orange and red that's in that paisley. And I just think that's going to look so much fun. So much fun. But again, I've got 4 each of these. When I saw a similar make made, and I was like, right, that's what we need to do. And it just, I knew instantly that it just needed to be a cave make. Now, look at that. I think, now weirdly for me, because I'm not normally a green person, I think this might be my favourite bundle this morning, which is really strange. But look at that. So you've got this green and red. That's going to be your stripe that goes around. And then you've got your urchins, and you've got the green and the red in there. And then you've got this kind of rusty colour in there, which is terracotta. But it feels almost military. I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like really, really useful. But I absolutely adore that one. Again, 4 of each. So here, this is what we're looking at. Now, this zip, with this narrower binding, that's going to cover it on the inside, so you won't see that on the inside. So even though that pink isn't exactly the same as that one, you're not going to see it on the inside. What you'll see next to that pink is that blue. So they have been carefully put together for you. But 4.5 meters of that blue, which is absolutely on there. And that pink is there. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, the time and the effort that has gone into putting what we hope is the right colours. Oh, now this is a fun one. This is a really good fun one. Jane and I were looking at the colours this morning, going, it's kind of obvious to put that with a really pink, but how much fun is that going to be? Because your sort of bluey, royally purple and the yellow just jump together. We've gone for that, and it's bright, and it's fun, and it's in your face, and it's gorgeous. And we both went, oh, that's it. That's it. These are size 5 zips, by the way. So if you want to top up on any of our zip pulls, oh, in fact, Jamie could show us what zip pulls we've got, couldn't she? Just so you know, because you can buy our zip pulls. Now this one, just to warn you, this is going to have the thinner zip, the thinner binding in there. It hasn't come in yet for this colour, so that's for photographic sake. It will be a grey, but it'll be a thinner one to match the others. In which case I might swap those out for silver pulls instead. Would make more sense. Anyway, this is what you are getting. So the zip pulls, what have you, may vary, and the width of the binding may vary, but what you are getting in terms of 4.5 metres of zip and 8 metres of binding and a whole metre of fabric in total, that stays the same. In fact, shall I just take... There's a lot. It's a good job this isn't a long make, because we did you lots of different kits this morning. I'm going to pop these back in here as I go, so that I don't get myself really bamboozled. Put that out the way there. We've seen these. Let's make a little bit of space. Okay, this we're making. As this one wants to slide off, let's have a look here. So, again, pink zip tape, green binding, which again is in this fabric. So we've matched it to that, and then you've got your lime green lining in there, which is all the fun. That one, and actually this one, this was the hardest one to photograph. For some reason, I could not get just how bright these two are. Yeah, Jane, yes please. But what you've got here is that, that yellow and then the pink that will stripe around. It's just going to be all the fun, isn't it, Jane? Oh my gosh.
Just been through the drawer and got one of each that we've got left. Some of them are just single units.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't know if the penguin and the dinosaur are even loaded now, Jane. If they haven't sold, then it suggests an underload. Or maybe that I was going to keep it for myself and it's got put in there. That's generally what happens, isn't it? Natasha was going to keep it for herself, and then someone put it in the thing to actually sell. You've got to realise this is my own personal stash. I can see lots of Eastery makes out of these. Imagine making these and then filling them with little mini eggs. And then you've got a gift to keep after you've eaten the eggs. Oh, now, so I did this one with green, but the one that we've put together, the kit we've put together is red. So black, green, black, white and red. That's how that one's going to look, which is a bit red. Ooh. You will get the correct amount of zip on this. We're just waiting for it to come in. So you've got green binding. Depends on zipper tape. It will be sort of a creamy coloured zip. Yeah. So the greens. There are your greens. And that's just fresh and spring-like. But yeah, don't worry. We'll make sure you get the right amount of zip in all of these. It's partly my fault because I changed my mind a lot on these. I was going to give you a couple of metres and then I was like, oh, but then you can't make lots. So actually we need the full shebang. This is going to have grey binding in a continuous length, but for photographs, we're just waiting for that grey. The grey comes in tomorrow. But look at this. Jane is doing a quilt next week, a Bargello quilt, out of these incredible fabrics. It's the first time that we've had these. They're called Oval Elements. They're from Art Gallery Fabrics. They are the most incredible blenders, but also very lovely as a standalone fabric. Now this has got like a mossy softness to it. So we've put like this heather coloured zip with it. And then with your grey binding, it's going to be such a different feel to all the caifs. now again, make this project or make something else with it. But again, just an incredible bundle with fabrics that all go. I have got this in 3 colourways. So I've also got it in all the charcoaly greys. And we've put that with a pink. And again, you're going to get this time a grey zip, light grey zip, and a black binding. So kind of masculine with a hint of pink. We like. So, and the oval elements, let me just show you the oval element. The oval elements, I'm trying not to rush this, but we've got a lot on. We do have a lot on. Look at that. Aren't they cool? It's nice, isn't it? You wait till you see the yellow that Jane is doing with these next week. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then there's a tealy one, which I tealy like. And just, it was just so beautiful finding the right colours and everything to go. The softness of the sort of buff coloured binding, and then that minty zip to go with it all. And there you go, it's got that deep. We have loved putting these together. Colour makes us happy. It is what makes us happy. And so putting these together has been an absolute joy. And we'll very happily do that for you. Very happily do that. Gosh, how did I fit all of these in the box and now they don't fit? Oh, this is a nice one as well. We've tried to cater for everybody. Everybody. So if you love a bit of Cafe, then you're good to go. I've got a Liberty one. Like I say, I've got these new ones from Art Gallery Fabrics as well. They are all good. So here, this is going to be fun. So we've taken the lighter elements in there and the purple. Look how gorgeous that stripe is going to be going around there. Nice. And then you open it up and you'll have that pink on the inside. It is a veritable colour sensation. Just made us happy. Now this one's fun because you've got the hot tomato there, which is the outside of your paisley, and then you've got the pink, which goes with that, and then you've got the blue that goes on the inside. It just all came together, and I was like, yes, 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 and yes, we'll have that. Thank you and please. So that's what we have done. Oh, now this one. So this one, I went with a darker, deeper zip, but then I pulled out this colour here. So you've got a more subtle two-tone going around there, but I still really, really love that. That's the snowflower, the Cafe snowflower. This is the last of our Cafe, guys. This is the last of it. Now, for those of you that have loved your Liberty, that sounds awful, doesn't it? It's not that your Liberty is not being taken from you. Here we go. But this is going to be a Liberty one. And then this stripe will then spiral around. And it'll be quite something. So we've kept those tones, those neutral tones through there. So you'll just have a gentle, deeper tone going through there. So we've tried to be like quite respectful with the Liberty and not be quite so in your face like the Cafe. So if like me, like yesterday when I had a headache, want something a little more gentle on the eye. Maybe it's that one. Now, what about, again, this will have a nice grey. And then grey, pink. Lovely. Just beautiful. This is Shell Rummel. But again, the fun here has been finding the fabrics that this is going to work with. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Ah, now this one was a bit of fun as well, because you've got your white, so you've got your blue, very, very safe there. But this is such a soft blue, and of course blue and orange on the colour wheel, blues, yellows and oranges, purples and yellows, they are all opposite on that colour wheel. So we've got the same tone, that soft colour, but it's going to give you that, which is going to give you a real good fun stripe as that goes around. This is Izzy's favourite. She's our earth girl, is Izzy. This is your jungle bead stripe. Again, only 4 of these. So we've picked out the red of the stripe there, and then we've got the brown stripe, which is the background, and then we've got a green stripe to go there. It's going to be all the fun. All the fun in all the world. Jen and I were like, yeah, that's it. That's it. So these are your combinations. Enjoy. Like I say, they are $19.99. But for that, to get 4.5 meters of fabric in that is pretty amazing. Jane is looking at some half-meter heavens for us, in addition to these for tonight. So if you're watching for the first time, hello, nice to have your company. Half-meter heavens go on sale. They're $9.99 generally, unless there's something like a special duo, which we've had before. Gemma said to me after yesterday's show, she said, you know, you've never had that Lake Blossom loaded cut to order. It's always been a half-meter heaven. So that's the last 6 of those with amethyst. That's all we've got of that. These are an extra wide, which are just lovely with unicorns on. And again, would work beautifully with this make today. That might be the one that I do Emily's with, to be honest. And we've put that with a lovely powder blue. And then this one, again, this would look rather lovely in it as well. We were sort of thinking of these. These sold out. We've had variations of these before, but they've sold out as half-meter heavens. Jane is working on some more because I went, oh, wouldn't it be nice if... She went, really? I said, yes, yes, yes. So just hang fire because Jane's going to bring us through some more in a little bit. And I can already feel Gemma's eye roll. In a, you've done what? So bear with me. They go live at midnight. When they're gone, they are gone. They are the last of that. I've got, for some reason, we're not quite sure why, 1 metre left of our water repellent strawberry thief. So we've added that into stock because, you know, if somebody wants that, that is the last one of it. Oh, the last one of it. Okay, let's have a look at zip pulls. Let's go. Let's go, Daddy. Oh, let's go. Close up on these. And again, if any of these aren't loaded, Gemma is going to check, I'm pretty sure. We have got stars, cut out stars on those. We have got, no, that's not one that's for sale. That's one that goes into kits. We have got rainbow pulls, straight bar rainbows. Apparently there is one dinosaur. Why have we got one dinosaur? Was that one that was meant to be for me? Don't know. It might have been, and it might have been snuck in with everybody else's. I don't know. But he's a lot of fun, isn't he? We had quite a few of those come in when we had the Raw from Tula Pink. We've got lovely stars. We have got, I bet you this means we're going to have to do a little stock check of these now. We've got these short squat ones that had a zip end on it as well. in there that I've just thrown all over the floor. There we go. Pop that back in there. I've got one penguin in antique. I've got stars in antique. I've got flowers in antique. I've got stars in gunmetal. I've just thrown the penguin on the floor. I've got curvy gold. I've got one silver with handmade on it. I've got silver with a square cut out. I've got shiny gunmetal. I've got antique brass in a straight bar. I've got rose gold in a straight bar. And I have got silver in a straight bar as well. That, ladies and gents, is what I've got in terms of zips. Pause. In terms of zips, have a look, because we had Friday deals. We had some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What did we have? Rainbow ones. And actually, do you know, I've just had some more of that zebra stripe one come back in, which I need to load. But for now, what do we need to know for today's show? Let's have a little look. There's my coffee. We don't need that. Oh. Right. If you want to give the crochet edge a go. So the crochet edge is this. It's got that gorgeous crochet edge to it. That's my one. That's no one's having that. That's mine. And if you would like 25 meters, I think this should be like over £44. And I did just say to Gemma to put them up at a really silly price. She hasn't necessarily got back to me because she might still be going. Really, Natasha. Dark blue polka dot. So you might be going just with plain fabrics and then just adding, this is your cobalt polka dot. And then you've got, in fact, let me just do this on a close-up. And then you'll be able to see exactly what it looks like. So there's your crochet edge and your polka dot. I've got it in a navy as well. I've got it in a grey. That's nice too. We've got a few pre-cuts. We're not going to adjust the price on the pre-cuts because I had to cut them and roll them. This is your red, which is very nice, very nice. And then we've got, they call this aqua. I've got two of these. But again, it's lots and lots and lots of fun. It means that you could go with a plainer fabric, and then that's normal aqua without the polka dot. And then I've got a light blue one with almost like a light grey there. Oh, this green. You know what? This green would look incredible with... would have looked amazing with that one. Oh, if you're getting that one, get that as well. Please. And then we've got a lovely neutral sand. And then another grey. Oh, and this one, this is your polka dot. Very pretty. And then cobalt, which is a really useful colour as well. Along with some pre-cut ones. So like 2.5 metres and stuff in the white. And I've just thrown them everywhere. No! We'll pick them up. It's all good. You're going to need a strip of interfacing, whether that be H640, H630, or whether, because I've got a black, I have gone with, this is our Legacy, which we had on a special offer the other day at a silly, silly price. All your measurements in your pattern. We are going to interface. All the way along. If you don't have a dark interfacing, I would really recommend that you get one. For the simple reason that it makes a difference with your darker fabrics. And then this as well. We're going to put one on top of the other, and we're going to quilt it. Yes, yes we are. We're going to go down one side and then up the next. Seam gauge is quite handy here. Because as I go along to the next one, I can just move that out a little bit. You can measure it, it's up to you. But it does just mean that you can go for it and really not have to worry. They don't have to be straight. That, do you know what? I've always found that is the really beautiful thing about these, any kind of Brandon fabric. Where he does something a bit wobbly and fun. Because you just sort of go, yeah, yeah, yeah. None of it has to be straight. That works. And then last one. They don't even have to be that far apart if you don't want. Now, what we're then going to do is you're going to create a curve on it. Curve corner cutter is the easiest way I've actually found mine. Hooray! There it is. The curve corner cutters make life so much easier. If you've got a little rotary cutter, then you can actually go around. But what I would do is just bring your other end up like that. And around we go. So you see all those straggly bits of thread, gone. We're not worrying about that. There we go. So now what we're going to do is this. We're going to bind. I've got quite so many ends here. And again, you know, rather than just doing it with a normal straight, I bought this one in to do because I thought that would look quite nice with it. No. I spy this binding and go, oh, I wonder if that would work. Well, let's find out, shall we? So you want, it's a squidge over 1 metre, but I'm just going to overcut it for now. We'll see. If it looks ridiculous, then we know to just go for straight. Let's open this out. Just fold it under like that. And then we're going to start there and sew all the way round. All the way round, all the way round. And the reason that I've folded that over is that when we come back around, I just need to sew my end over the top, and that's it. And again, if you want to, just help yourself, pop a seam guide in, anything like that if you want, then please do. Just opening out and sewing on the top. So this really uses very little fabric. You could get something like this white, which is going to go with everything, and a black zip, which would contrast with everything. And you could just go with stuff that's in your stash. Oh gosh, I've turned that too soon. This is actually where a pokey tool. Where is my stiletto? I found it in a really obscure place. It's like, what is that doing there? Because this is when a stiletto comes in really handy when you're trying to get all of these bits around. Because I do just want that sitting on that edge as I come around. So, you know, for me it feels like I'm going painfully slow or just being careful. And it is only around the corners, so we can afford to take that time. Because they're only little corners. I'm concentrating, so I've gone quiet. I'm probably sticking my tongue out as well at the same time, which is my concentrating face. Just, it's not the best look I have, not going to lie, but it is a look. And I'm now desperately trying to think where did I put that stiletto? I've seen it. You know when you've seen something and you're like, I've seen it, I know I've got it. Where did I put it? What have I done with it? Because I thought we ran out of those ages ago, so I was really chuffed when I found it. I was like, this is brilliant. Oh, I can hear Jane's little pitter-patter of feet. No. No, do you know the Inspira ones that we had, Jane?
Yeah.
I found one the other day and I was really excited and pleased with myself. And I put it somewhere safe.
So safe you can't find.
Exactly that. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, how are those are they looking fabulous?
Just get in there.
Oh, Jane had a list like as long as anything to do this morning. Bless her. So, let me just show you what I've done here. We're all wondering. That's folded over, and then it means that I can then sew the other side straight over the top. Not a problem, because then when this goes round to the other side, that's just going to sit over the top. And then you've got no raw edges. So let's have a look then at how this is going to go over the top. round it goes. Oh, I think this is going to look lovely. Oh, YouTubers. Cynthia says, greetings. Auntie Liz is here. Blodwin's here. Good morning, all. Morning, all from very sunny Liverpool. Loving the black and white. Do you know what, Tricia? This morning, I was I was blinded by the sun, trying to pull out of a turning. I don't have any sunglasses on me. I'm like saying to the kids, what is this? What is this big orange thing in the sky? They're like, it's the sun, Mummy. I was like, well, that's great, but I can't see anything. Are there cars? Are there cars coming? I can't see. I'm blinded by the sun. And that was how our ridiculous conversation went. So, yeah, trim that back. I'm putting, obviously, because it's me, a little run of quilters wash away tape down here. So, on these corners, right. So we can take that tape off. And then this binding this side, you see, it's going to sit so beautifully there. And as long as you have covered that tape, you know that you've got 1/4 of an inch to play with. And as long as you sew that zip on within that 1/4 of an inch, then you know that you've sewn that down. It's genius. It's absolute genius. It takes all of the stressy guesswork out of binding. Because I don't feel like I'm alone in finding that sometimes binding is a bit of a bind. Jane loves it. She will hear none of this when I complain about it. But I'm like, really? So, firstly, if binding can just be made for me, perfect, thank you very much. I've got tools that make binding much easier, and I use those when I have to make my own, and I'm very happy with that. However, it's that thing, isn't it? If someone is going to make you a beautiful meal and you don't have to, are you going to complain about it? It's like, no, hell no. I will take your beautiful meal, thank you very much. And it's the same here. So if someone is going to make me beautiful binding and then put a crochet edge on it, I'm going to, say thank you very much. You will hear no complaints from me. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape up right in those corners there. And up here. So, and on these edges, this is where your curve bias really works. I'm going to give that a press. Yeah. So as I came around those corners, I did apply a small amount of just making sure if you just lay it flat as it goes around, then it will crinkle. So that's the beauty of the bias. The reason that you have bias binding is because it will go round corners. That's the whole point of it, which is rather fabulous. Oh, I'm excited for these half metre heavens for you. We've never done anything like it before. We haven't told Gemma we're doing it either because it was my brilliant idea just as we came to where Gemma will be like, really? Another one? Yep. Oh, how neat is that? Can we just stop there? Oh. Ah. Yes. It's the right tools for the job, isn't it? It's having the right tools for the job. So for someone like me, who really binding is not their favourite thing, Like, you can tell that I'm pleased with that because I'm just going to show you. Look at my curved binding. Ooh. Yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with that. Right, okay. So, what we're going to do now is we are going to take our zip tape. Now, let's measure it out around it and make sure it's a couple of inches longer. Okay. Why do we need it to be a couple of inches longer? We need it to be a couple of inches longer because of inserting the zip pull. But we're only going to use one side of the tape. Okay, so you've got 4.5 meters in your kit. You're going to use just over 1 meter for each one of these. So that's why I'm like, 7, possibly 8 out of this kit. Safe bet. Okay. So we're going to leave a length, a couple of inches. We're going to measure 3 inches in. Going to mark it. Put that there, and then mark that as that. That's where we're going to start sewing. There, and we're going to sew that down all the way around. Just being mindful of that crochet tape. Why did I not make life easy? This is where I question my life decisions. Go, why didn't you just do the one you know works? It's not fun though, is it? So here we go round. And I would normally obviously be going slightly faster, but do want to make sure that that crochet. Oh, that's all right, yeah. What I was checking for there is that I am actually sewing this zip tape on. Is that happening? Is that a thing? Yes. Yes, yes. It's all good. And yes, Auntie Lizzie, concentrating faces are a thing. They are. I get accused when I'm concentrating of having a little something called resting face. Can't say it on it. Which is a thing. And yeah, I've been told off by, when I was first working just as a TV presenter, not as a demonstrator, I remember being told off by my boss for looking really disinterested. I've gone a little bit wobbly there. Really disinterested in a show. She's like, why didn't you look interested? I was like, you're joking. I was so interested in this show. And then, of course, I realised it wasn't that I wasn't interested, it is that I was interested. And I had my concentrating face on, which also gets taken. So, whilst chatting, obviously, I've just gone off slightly. Well done, me. Because I wasn't concentrating, I was chatting. So we're going to sew almost all the way round, by the way. Almost not quite. Okay. Now, if you aren't making allowance for frilly bits on the end, then you're just going to sew yours on. Not where did I actually put my make? Where is it? What have I done with the actual thing we're making today? I don't know, can't find it. Yeah, you'll just sew the zip tape close to the edge. It's all in your instructions. I'm going to add an extra thing now onto the end. Why not try, okay, so I'm preempting that this is going to work. Why not try the added thrill of a crochet edge? Now we're coming around close to where we started. We're not going to sew right the way up to the end, by the way. We're going to stop a tiny way off. Okay, so I haven't quite sewn all the way up there. We've just got to be able to get our zip pull in. Okay, so here we go. Here's what you want to do. You want to level up those zip ends and cut them off. Just going to check I have caught everything. Yes, good. If you want to do another sort of stitch in the ditch around and sew the edge of that zip tape down, you can. I haven't bothered, but you can if you want to. Again, entirely up to you. So, zip pull goes onto your zip jig, zip insertion tool, whatever you want to call it. This is where I just need to get my we need to go on like so. So you then put your zip on, and this is why you've left a gap, because you need your zip to come through that gap there. Now, if you're worried, see, you don't then need to sew that on. You can, but what we're going to do instead, actually, is trim the end of this zip back. And we're just going to pop a little bit of binding onto there. Just folding those edges under on the binding so that you don't have any raw edges. It's easier said than done with that. Do you know what? Using a little bit of your I haven't got enough hands to change the camera angle as well. Using a little bit of your tape is always helpful there. But so long as we end up with that zip end covered, we are all good. It's just a nice little touch, isn't it? And then that's not going to pop through that end bit there. And so then we start to zip up. And that is, just push that out there. Janie, look, it does work with the crochet edge. It's pretty, isn't it? I just want to push that bit out so you can see it. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty with the crochet edge. Oh, yes! It works! We have the technology. Do you know what? I never thought that that would be a fabric that would look feminine in any way, shape or form, but you put something a bit frilly on it. I think I now have one for Emily and one for Freddie.
Yeah.
I think we've done it. That's it.
Brilliant.
Pop your pencils in there, everybody, and away we go.
It'd be great for your rotary cutters and your fabric markers as well. Wouldn't they?
Well, they will. You've got them then all in one place. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. If you want to upgrade and whack a bit of that on, but it also means that you, especially if you've got the polka dot ones, yeah, and you don't have to go in with a black thread on white. Like that's living dangerously, isn't it, Jane?
It is, really, yeah.
I'd like to say it so that you could see it on the camera. If ever there was a day where I'm like, really, could I not just go with one that blended? That would have been great. That would have been really great. But no, let's live dangerously. Let's see if we can actually do that. And yes, we actually can. Look at that. And also you can get a little bit of like a spiral in there. We like, Jane. We like. Like I say, if you want to sew a second line here to sew down that zip tape, then you can. There it is. Makes me just want to keep rolling it. What you got, Jane? What you got? 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 Have you gone a bit rogue? Have you? Did you get a remit and go crazy?
Yeah. I've messaged Gemma, so I'm not sure whether I can do that one, but I bought that in case.
Let's go with that and that. Yeah, we can. Right. This is how this is going to go. We've never done this, have we, Jane? No, she said no, we have not. Normally our half metre heavens go with a half metre of plain cotton fabric. However, Jane, they do look really nice. I have got, and I've only got a handful of these. This is your Ranger twill for. This is your Ranger 4. It's a twill. It's one of our waterproof fabrics, water-resistant fabrics. It's the camo khaki. It's a 50 centimetre piece, and this is one of the Lewis and Irene checks, and it just looks gorgeous. I want that to line that. I want it to be fabulous. Like I say, I've got like 1s and 2s of these, and that's it. So when they're gone, they're gone. Art Gallery fabric, So Obsessed, Let It Sew. This is your classic, and we've done this with a cotton drill, with a cambric. This is a cambric 6, but look, that grey is absolutely perfect. So again, if you want to make things, I've got to take this upstairs, it's got my makeup in. If my makeup has not been on point at all this last week, because my brushes and everything there, I'm like, meh, 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 meh. How many have I got? 2. Oh, 5 of those. Oh, 5. That's excellent news. I've got 3 of these. But again, if you want to make something like this, these are going to work absolutely beautifully. Perfectly. Oh, I see what Jane's done here. So she's put this with a mustard drill because when you, I'm going to have to show you this on a close-up, when you actually get in close, and she's clever because I hadn't even noticed, can you see there is this colour in here, just on the edge of the stalk scissors. Love that. She has gone rogue and popped with our fabulous, fabulous terracotta. She's put the thimble in coral, and of course it's just the next step along from coral, isn't it, that terracotta? That works. And then we have got, oh, the blue pewter. I didn't think we had any blue pewter left. but she's put the Lewis and Irene Kalki with a Bonneville 6 blue pewter. I've got 4 of those. That is it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, this is nice too. I've got, this is a Macara Adidas sitar, and Jane's popped this with the dark navy. Again, it's just going to make the most gorgeous linings. If you want to waterproof your fabrics, by the way, then you can pop them, you can pop a little layer of eau de coat on them. I know we had someone that was concerned about using a Bonneville, which has got a slightly waxy finish, with a fabric, but you can always put a layer of eau de coat and then it's fine, if you're concerned. Oh, nice. This is your deep mineral green. How fabulous does that look together? And that's your Adidas sitar. I've got 6 of those. Gemma's going to tell me I have lost my mind because each half metre. La, 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 la. Yeah, let's gloss over what each of those should be. Oops. What's she saying? Brilliant. So there we go, guys. That's our half metre at Heavens for tomorrow. We've never done anything like it before, ever. That is today's make. Enjoy it with your normal binding. Enjoy it. We've got some little binding ends as well, end of bolt bits of binding, so grab those as well. We've got the crochet ones, which I think adds a really different feel to them. We've got those by the 25 metre at a massively reduced, like £30 off type reduced for a 25 metre roll. If they're really intricate, you can't have a crochet edge without it costing, you know, that's it. So to get that at pennies a metre is insane. What else? These kits, massive. Yesterday's kits, we've got a handful left of the velvet kits from yesterday. Somebody was asking what I interfaced with seam, and we did a 2 metre bundle that would work for a cushion, 12-inch by 2 metres. We did that at a very special price for you yesterday. If you didn't add that into your order, if you need to pop it into your order today, then you are good to go. Thank you ever so much for watching. Friday deals are going to be stunning again this week. We do have one more deal for you, which is if you buy your advent calendar and your 12 days of Christmas, and this will be for today and tomorrow, then you get £10 off the 2. Now, I did have someone say, what if I've already bought an advent calendar? Then you will have received an email. If you bought your calendar with a voucher, I can't do anything about that. Like the advents are not money-making things for us. They're something that we do to give back to you. The time that they take to do, I've already started wrapping them because they are so time-intensive. So if we actually added up my time for these, then we don't make anything on them. So I can only hold this for a couple of days with these and the 12 days of Christmas. If you don't know what the 12 days of Christmas is, it's a little gift each day over the 12 days between Christmas and New Year and 12th night rather, and then every sort of 3rd or 4th day you get the instructions and you can make. We don't expect you to have anything else in your stash, so you get everything that you need to make a little make. If you have already bought your advent calendar at full price, then you will have an email with a discount voucher for you to add in your 12 days should you wish. But like I say, this is a really, really limited deal. It's there should you choose. And there you go. It's a little something from us to you. So enjoy. We have got a handful left of the second round of the Tildas with, again, ½ metre of our free water resistant fabrics in there that we think will match beautifully for you. The first one is sold out. Well done if you got that. Still a handful of the second round there, for you. So please do make the most of those tildes. They're $19.99, which is already discounted for 5 long quarters, and then we're giving you a free half metre. That is for pre-orders only. That's it. So thank you very much, everybody. We will see you. Well, actually, I'm doing the Secret Sewing Club on Sunday. So with Hayley. So if you've ever tuned into the Secret Sewing Club, I'll be on there on Sunday. Please do join us then. I've not watched it before because I'm normally busy with the kids on a Sunday, so I'm not really sure what I'm letting myself in for. We'll see. Who knows? But I'll see you there. And also, if you want to join us on our retreat on the 29th of March, please do go to is it Hideaway Retreats, hideawayretreats.com. Anyway, the details have been in your newsletters. They're on our website. If you would like to come and join myself and Jane for a day, then we'd love to have you. Somebody asked, what are we making? We will decide that closer to the day, decide it depending on what fabrics we've got in and what projects we've got on the go. But all you need to do is bring your sewing machine and some thread. And your scissors, that's it. That's it. We'll sort everything else for you, okay? Yeah, so for the makes, we'll do 2 different makes. We'll have a morning session and an afternoon session, so you'll have 2 different makes that you will take away from that day. Thank you very much for joining us today, and have a lovely rest of the week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.